All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, and blessings unto your hopeful elect up there. Shalom unto you. I'm your brother Shaquat from Las Vegas Church. Just want to land back on some thoughts of this testimonial video. It says 111 people have watched it. Very good watch. I'll try to remember to post it in the description box. Good watch. Short. It's only less than a little less than 6 minutes. Great video. Of a brother's testimony. A lot of admonishing and build up could be pulled out of this video, and so I won't speak directly on the video itself. Just an element of the video of the dream the brother had. In the dream, it says dream of Sakari and Hassad. This was by Saints of Jersey too. Okay, and what the video was, they were on some type of a place building platform, something like that. And anyway, so Hassad runs up shooting. I don't know if he was shooting up or shooting down or whatever. Runs up shooting guns or whatever, and sees a bunch of great millstone brothers in this upper room kind of situation, and tells them, "Hey man, won't y'all help us? We need y'all help. Won't y'all help us?" And then he runs back down and was shooting. So brothers was kind of like, what do we do? Well, let's go down and look, and a bunch of carnal ass Jake was out there, man, getting wild, trying to come up against them, and like that whole element in life that they bring with their energy of their group. It kind of got flipped and turned on them, and so the idea of it had me considering a few things. It was a very powerful video, to me at least, and it had me even thinking about a movie. I've done different breakdowns on this movie, Transcendence, and the element of this movie, Transcendence, is you can't tell if the main character is the good guy or the bad guy. To not give the movie away, or Lord willing, I'll do another movie breakdown on it. Very, very good movie. The last one I tried to do, I showed so many clips, I think E wouldn't let it go up. So whatever, YouTube would let it go up. So anyway, on to this. A lot of it has to do, of the thoughts that I had, has to do with the Most High is building, as brothers say, an algorithm toward the kingdom of heaven, and then really leading up to that, an algorithm of the day of the Lord. Into that, an algorithm, getting more finely acute to this idea, until the day of Jacob's trouble, unto the hour of temptation, unto that moment. Okay, and so as things build up through the Spirit, the Most High is revealing things to his servants, his prophets, but the people are beginning to see certain things. Okay, the people are beginning to see who knows this truth, but they're also frustrated. No less than they were frustrated with Yahushua himself when he was on the scene. A lot of people, in that ancient time, didn't like the correction that he was given, as they don't like the message that we're prophesying. Okay, that chances are you're not going to make it with your carnal ways. And that's not just speaking on Sakari. That's more so for the people that were coming up against Sakari in that dream, the 2/3 particularly. Okay, and so those are the people that's really going to build these mobs and want to come up against the men of the Lord and take us down like they did in ancient times past. Okay, well, this is all built into a beautiful situation that the Most High is bringing together at one moment, and His power will be revealed. I gotta bring this out. I wasn't even gonna bring this, so let me go to the book of Romans right quick. We don't want Romans 1. We want Romans 9. I didn't even have this one. Romans 9 and it's like 20, 21. Yeah, 22 is where I'll start at. Straight to the point. It says, "What if the Most High, willing to show His wrath and to make his power known. Okay, just that alone. This is what he's gonna do. He's gonna show he's willing to show his wrath. He's gonna show his wrath, and then he's gonna also make his power known. His power known unto how he saves and delivers his people through his elect. Okay, and his wrath by what he does to the 2/3 of his people and to the other nations on the earth. Okay, these are the things that we have to understand are coming to a head and gonna happen. All right, it says, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. Okay, so his elect, that glory and that power is coming to the rest. Hey, his wrath is coming. All right. And like I was saying, this is everything is culminating into one major event, and the people can start to feel it. They don't know for sure, but they can start to feel that this is coming to a head like this. All right, so now we're gonna go Romans 1 is just something that came to mind when I first was thinking a moment ago. It says Romans 1:17, for therein is the righteousness of the Most High revealed from faith to faith. If you don't have faith, hey, that wrath, which is righteous, your righteous reward, man, that's what you get. If you weren't given faith, you get that righteous reward of wrath. If you were given faith, you get that righteous reward, okay, of glory, all right, of power, all right, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. Okay, for the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men. Okay, that wrath is coming to the wicked and evildoers, man, to those sinners, man. Okay, that their sins won't be blotted out. All right, it's coming to them. It says, who hold the truth in unrighteousness, meaning if you are unrighteous, this is what you get. You get an unrighteous outcome. Back into that movie, Transcendence, this is a similar situation that they left you kind of in limbo throughout the movie, figuring out, dang, is he doing the right thing? Is he doing the wrong thing? Is this and that? And, and they were contrasting arguments about, the motives of the main character, which was Johnny Depp in the movie. Okay, making a beautiful scenario when it came to the end. All right, a little more, it says, because that which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them. You get punished when you do evil, you get punished. Bottom line, it says, in them, for the Most High have showed it unto them. All right, when they get judged, it says, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, made understood by the things that are made. We know we can't find Sodom and Gomorrah, except the only place that makes sense is that big sulfur area in the same region that the Bible describes. The same region on earth, it's a big sulfur area, okay, which is what looks like Sodom and Gomorrah. It has all the landmarks and all that right there. Okay, so when people are being unrighteous, we have the evidence of things like that happening. We have the evidence that there was a Noah flood. Okay, it says clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead. That Godhead is where that algorithm is. All things are coming into the full circle of what the Most High's agenda and his will is to do upon the earth. Okay, so the Sakari and their stance against GMS or whatever are the same positive algorithms as GMS and their stance against the Sakari, against the 2/3, against the other groups out there, ISUPK, the IUICs, the GOCCs, the FOPIs, and all these other groups, as well as these other factions in the world of, itself, the beast, all of that, all of these things are being players in the Most High's movie. All right. It says, and he knows how the movie's going to end, and he given his secrets unto, his main character. All right. Anyway, it says, so they are without excuse. Okay. And so nobody will be without excuse when this comes. We warned you. We told you. You didn't get right speaking to the Sakari. This is what y'all got to deal with. Y'all told y'all leave that nigga energy alone. Y'all kept dealing with it. This is what y'all get. All right. We told you people to stop listening to the damn devil, that he was gonna come with this implant and blah 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 and this and that, and you didn't listen. This is what you get. Okay. And they gonna be mad at us for not fixing it for them. And they gonna come against us, and they gonna hate that we were giving correction. They gonna love this world. They gonna want to love their flesh, and and this is all coming down to that major judgment moment where the Most High is gonna have people at the decision of whether they gonna choose Him, whom they don't know. They're gonna choose the God of the Bible, who they don't really know, or they gonna choose, their flesh and of this world, in science or whatever else. And we're gonna see how that turns out. All right. So from there, let's go keep down the list. All right, now, beautiful. Psalm 119 and 104. Through thy precepts, I get understanding of the mind of what the Most High is all about. That's how you get to know Him. That's how you get to learning. Okay, that's how you are in understanding when you make that sound decision of choosing the Most High. Because if you choose and you ain't really been chosen for this thing, you get condemnation, man, worse than any other 2/3. So it's tough. You can't just make this choice like it's for you. It has to be made for you. Okay, and John, I believe it's the 15th chapter, tells you, I have chosen you out of the world. Okay. Anyway, it says, through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. Okay, and so we hate the ways when we see them going wrong, particularly over here at Great Millstone. We hate when people going off the wrong way, to see Jake doing wickedness, to see our people not listening, to see other Hebrew Israelites not coming up under the proper understanding, not under the proper men, but the proper understanding of this word. Okay, verse 105, which I wasn't going to read, but it's beautiful. The word is a lamp unto my feet, a light unto my path. So this word will keep you moving along through the spirit of navigating your path to salvation or condemnation. If it's salvation, it'll show you the right way. Condemnation, if you misstep out of this word, hey, there it could be. All right. But the word is what's going to give you the mind of the Most High. And you'll see, putting this word together, all of this situation, this algorithm is coming together all at a beautiful point, man. And it's all leading to what we believe in these scriptures. Okay. 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So even the wicked and the 2/3 and the false pastors and the bought and paid for Israelite groups that won't use the name no more, or won't teach the proper way of the Lord anymore, or those that's still walking in carnality, every element of it is set up for this truth. Okay, vocab is helping push this truth. Now he doesn't get the reward of doing it as a servant of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because he did it from the perspective of a scoffer, but the job is getting done no less. So as he brings up all these situations that he don't understand in the scriptures, it's our job to break it down and bring light to the situation. So all the people that he has following him will be warned when they see the response videos that we make. Okay, everything is being done to bring it into a full circle, to the full wholeness of what the Most High wants to accomplish. Okay, we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. All right, and then it goes on. And matter of fact, I read verse 9. For we are glad when we are weak, for ye are strong, and also we wish even your perfection. Yeah, because the Most High is going to make the difference to make us perfect. Of what he given us a certain amount already, and then he's going to build upon those weaknesses to make us perfect, man. His elect will be perfect in that day. And that in the dream is what it seemed like. He went up and found some of those perfect men and was like, please come help us. I don't know if he said please, but he's like, could y'all come down and help us? And then, you see kind of what happened. The dream I didn't see the other part, if there was more to it of what ended up happening, or if there was more to the dream than that, but that was a major consideration. Now, do we go down and help them? When you watch the dream, do we actually go down and help them? Well, the Most High put the Spirit on us on on if we're going down to help and if whom we're going down to help, which lends into the other dream that a sister had a year or so ago, within the last couple of years, that she said she was in the moment of being taken. I'm going to use that word. Speaking of the subject that's in Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter. Okay, she was being taken and ravished. I'll use that word as well. That's a word that you can better understand. Okay, about to be. And then a brother from Great Millstone, she didn't say who came in and saved her. Okay, he had powers. He got rid of the guards nice and easy or whatever happened, So there are going to be some rescues that are happening through the Spirit. Okay. Anyway, continuing on. Yeah. And so now, as I was mentioning, even the wicked, the Edomites, are playing a role into this thing. Before I grab this, I'm going to go up to this here. Bear with me one moment. Let me find it. Bear with me 1 second. I'm drawing blank. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I remember now. Proverbs 16, verse 4. All right. Anyway, Proverbs 16 and 4, it says, the Lord Yahweh have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. And this goes into, I killeth, I maketh alive. He does all these different things, and all of it is to fulfill his purpose at the end of this thing. Okay? Even the creation of there being a wicked, a Satan, which the word Satan means adversary, okay, who has to go to the Most High and ask for permission to do things, okay? So all of them are coming into this one big plan that the Most High is putting together, all right? And so now we come back to what I was at with the beast in Revelation 13. Okay, it says, I'll run through this kind of quickly. And I beheld another, Revelation 13:11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth and had two horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon. This is going into the ancient Roman Empire. And then it's also going to extend up into this modern day Roman Empire. Okay, because this is modeled after the ancient Roman Empire that we're in today. When the rebirth of the Edomites came back, the Renaissance happened. They built the same foundations that they had out of Greece, out of Rome, okay, ancient Rome, and then now into this version, okay? And all the monuments and stuff are set up, and all the key points in the Edomite-run society are right there, okay? I got another minute for this alarm to go off. Bear with me. There it was. Anyway, so it says, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast. That first beast was that Roman Empire, okay? And it's the rebirth of the Roman Empire. This beast that came up later, okay? It was over in the ancient world, in Italy, Rome over there, and got the whole known world over there, and now it's already moved over to here. And instead of it ruled the same way, this is going to be completely controlled by technology. As it's going to say, whose deadly wound was healed. That deadly wound is when the ancient Roman Empire went down in the Byzantine Empire for a period of 1,000 years of Jakes ruled in Western Europe, okay? And then they came back after the rebirth in the Renaissance period. Anyway, he says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth. Now let me stop there and let me go to the next precept, then I'll come back. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, and let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, when we'll be deceived. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. The Edomites, man, are the incarnate wicked on the earth, man. Okay, it says, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High. You go into Job the 9th chapter, the 24th verse, it breaks that down, man. Who the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. The main judges that they've covered is Yahweh Shai and the Most High Yahweh. They put themselves up as God, okay, and the Son of God. All right. It says, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, with all his miracles and sciences and wonders that he pulls in the earth. Okay? And like it said, he can make a fire coming down from heaven. Now, how does he do that? With nuclear missiles and atomic bombs and hydrogen bombs. He showed that power in these past wars since World War II. He's been showing that power. Okay? But now, he's not the Most High. And that mimicked what the Most High did in Sodom and Gomorrah and different other times, the Most High have done certain things. All right? And this man tries to mimic those things. And so, bringing you back to the movie Transcendence, everything that the main character was doing in the movie was that what he is trying to do on the left-hand side and the Most High is doing on the right-hand side. Okay? And you have to discern which is actually happening in the movie. So I'll kind of leave that there. That's where the movie came to mind with this idea here. Anyway, it says, remember, jump down, verse 6. And now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. We could tell that the Edomites are the so-called white people on the earth, man. We can tell that that's them, that that's the wicked. We can tell. All right? And if that's them, then we look at ourselves and see who we are. Okay, so all of this understanding is starting to grow on the earth, but you can wake up, but do you have that breath of life in you? So even an Israelite group like the Sakari, they still haven't that full breath within them. They have some of the understanding because they did come up on the great millstone, but they missed the big picture. If they're still moving with a carnal mind versus moving with the spirit, all right? And the video and the dream, to me, made that evident. Anyway, it says, for the mystery of iniquity do already work. He who now letteth will let. The Most High is allowing us to go on to this level until he be taken out the way. Till the Most High decides when to take him out the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, because he has a certain agenda to push in the earth. This decision has to be difficult. Okay, this is not going to be an easy decision to choose your flesh or your spirit. And you're going to be confused about which is which, when that hour of temptation comes. Okay? Unless you've been getting through these precepts to understanding of the mind of the Most High and the overall point of that. Okay? You've been watching and listening to the prophets and getting that perspective on and understanding. Okay? So I will give you passages according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding, or wisdom and understanding. From Jeremiah. Anyway, it says, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, his prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming when Yahweh Shai comes back. It says in the chariots, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And we see this man's technology coming into pass, the things that he can perform these miracles, man. Okay, healings and certain things, that's all stuff that Yahweh Shai the Most High did. They're trying to mimic those things with their health system. Okay, they're trying to mimic, but they had to create a disease to heal you from. They had to, you can see that their agenda isn't right. All right, anyway, it says, with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And this is going back into this dream. Okay, the 2/3 are going to be pissed because they're not getting salvation. They're going to come up against the men of the Lord. They're going to turn on a group like the Sakari. And if we step in and find that there's some men that have repented from the wicked ways that they some of them have over there, they've come away from all of that and they've changed. And it'll be our duty to help, right? Once we can prove their sincerity, and in that moment, it's easier to prove sincerity. All right. It says, for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. And the 2/3, those thugs and crazy, wicked ass Jake that's gonna come up against the men of the Lord out there, just like the mobs did when they turned Yahweh Shai in to Pontius Pilate and so on and so forth. Yeah, man, that's coming back to the earth, man. No new thing under the sun. But we're gonna go up before them in that time, because they came after the prophets as well when you watch it. Okay, so all of this being happening, all of this is moving into where the Most High can show His power in the earth. And the other 2/3 are going to be mad because they haven't received the love of the truth, man. They believe strong delusion, and and they believe that lie, that they might be damned or condemned, who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Okay, those are the people that are gonna come up against the men of the Lord, whether it's the Sakari, whether it's whomever, the Great Millstone, whomever. Okay, these are just some thoughts that came to me out of this dream. All right, let me read this, verse 13. But we are bound, trapped, prisoners of hope, right? To give thanks always to the Most High for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord Yahweh, because the Most High hath from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification, cleansing of the spirit, and belief of the truth. All right, so those are the true elect that will wake up, and those who will be helped in that day. The rest won't be helped, man. Okay, and it won't be an emotional decision. Hypothetically, I'm saying, this is just a hypothetical, something to throw out there. And I speak this as a man, not prophecy or anything like that. But if the Most High puts the Spirit on us to help Alazar or whomever, because he has truly repented, and the Most High deems him to be to get mercy, then he's gonna put the Spirit on us to help in that moment. Speaking of the dream of Hassad or whomever. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there. It's not an emotional decision to correct you guys or to get on you guys, and it's not an emotional decision to go against how we may personally believe. If the Most High puts the Spirit on us to believe a certain other way. All right. Going back to Revelation. All right. We are down here. So I'll read 13 again. 13:13 said, and he doeth wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. What's that beast? That beast is the NATO EU nations coming together to push the image of the beast and the mark of the beast. Okay, putting all these things together to fulfill the Most High's movie, the roles in the Most High's movie. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, a way of life is that image to the beast, which is a technocracy. Okay, you'll be ruled by technology. Okay, how do we know? Big Brother's been watching. This man's been watching through his cameras. He can't be all seeing, all knowing like the Most High unless he has cameras. That's his way of fulfilling that, trying to be like the Most High. Okay, which had the wound by a sword and did live, which that first beast being the Roman Empire and the second beast being the rebirth of the Roman Empire. And even those two lambs that spoke as a dragon up in the 11th verse is a two-party system that came down with draconian measures, draconian type laws, and we're seeing this happening. Just because they let you take the mask off now doesn't mean that you're out of hot water. All right, because they let you take the mask off when they're saying these new HIV and different strands are coming. Okay, you can see how this devil's agenda works, because now the president's talking about HIV in the world. So the two topics that's going on in world news is HIV and crack, and giving out crack. Come on, what is it going to take for you people to wake up and look at this world for what's really going on in it? Okay, it's for us to, like the scripture in Genesis 49 says, who shall rouse him up? Speaking of Judah, he crouches like an old lion. Okay, who shall rouse him up? These things should be rousing you up, but not to go out and do carnal things, but to change your life in a righteous manner, to walk in the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay, to start moving like chess pieces on the board, not just running wild out there doing dumb stuff, man. All right. Anyway, it says that the image of the beast should both speak, come to life, by being a real reality way to live, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, because you'll be pushed out the system, exiled. Okay, It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, and this is what you're seeing. All this is happening for. Okay, when we out there pushing don't do this, but the answer to life's carnal problems is to take it. There's a conflict there. Watch how brutal this Super Bowl get. They've made you choose two sides of teams that you're not even really with. Okay, there wasn't a few years ago. There wasn't a whole lot of Rams fans. There wasn't a whole lot of Cincinnati Bengals fans when they both teams sucked. Okay, but now they're just fans out of the woodwork all of a sudden. You know, but they've learned to get everybody to tune into one thing and to choose a side to one thing. And you that just watched the game for the commercials, it's gonna be a lot of deep commercials in this Super Bowl. I'll miss them again. I'll be at camp, but there's gonna be a lot of deep commercials in this Super Bowl. You know, but if you're just watching on that level, you're not even in the spiritual fight, in the spiritual race. Hopefully, you're watching those and seeing it and being able to spiritually discern it, and just enjoying the entertainment of football. Okay, for what it is, just a game of football. Okay, versus I got my Rams jersey, I got my Bengals jersey, and choosing a side, man. That's what this thing is doing, is making people choose a side. But this is the same thing with the Most High, same thing with the movies, same thing with, you gonna help us? We're helping the Most High. We're not helping you. We'll help the Most High's elect. We're not helping you, per se. You better hope you're of the Most High's elect. All right? And so that's the whole situation as it comes down into that. All right? It says, and that no man might buy or sell save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right? And we know what all of that's talking about. Okay? You'll be pushed completely out of society. All right? And even to the point where they'll capture some of us and behead some of us and torture a lot of people. These things are going to be happening as well, man. For you that's lukewarm and on the fence, man, you got to deal with some of that. All right? So Lord willing, this was edifying, man. Just my thoughts on this dream. Things that came to mind. It led me to a movie, Transcendence, with Johnny Depp. And so all these things are coming to a head, man. The Most High is building this thing up in an algorithm, man, where you can see all the situations that he spoke about in the Bible are starting to come to pass. World War III is pretty much at the opening stages, man. The first shots are ready to be shot off, man. They just haven't declared war at this point completely yet as a world war. But we're right on every stage right before that. Okay? And this is all a beautiful movie. What a time to be a prophet. What a time to be alive. Okay? But to be alive, man, you got to be able to see these things and not be angered and feeling nervous and just don't want to accept the reality of these things that are coming, man. So, like I said, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Arakak Kodash. They belong to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, and blessings unto his elect. Shalom.